Hey everyone, and welcome to World Heritage Journey, where today we're at the Kernave Archaeological Site in Lithuania. So today we're at the Kernave Archaeological Site, which you can see behind me. And this whole area was once the capital and most important city in all of Lithuania. Now, although there's not that much to physically see here on the site, there is a fascinating history that goes back 10,000 years. Let's have a closer look. So the town of Kernave was first mentioned in 1279, but it was already an important political and economic centre. It was the capital of the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, and it was home to the Grand Duke, who lived on this flat-topped hill fort that you can see just over my shoulder. And the key to the town was those hill forts. There's 5 of them here, and they would have had wooden castles built on top of them, fortified with walls and moats and all that sort of cool medieval stuff. Well, the common folk lived on the valley floor down closer to the river, and there was apparently up to about 2,000 of them in the height of the town's prosperity. But sadly, it was attacked in 1365 by German knights of the Teutonic Order, and they burned the town quite badly. But the locals returned and rebuilt, but so did the Teutonic Knights. They returned in 1390. The locals burned their town in self-defense and never ever returned. So because Kernave was a wooden city, once it was burned down there was very little of it left. But the story doesn't end there, because 2 Lithuanian brothers, archaeologists, decided to search for it in the 19th century, and they started excavations right here. And what they found was absolutely incredible. Because the city had been covered by a layer of alluvial soil, it meant that everything underneath was perfectly preserved, including stuff that doesn't usually get preserved very well, like wood and leather. And it meant that archaeologists could get a really clear picture of what life was like in the late medieval village of Kernave. We're standing now in a recreation of what it was like, and it's really, really fascinating. But it wasn't just stuff from the medieval period that archaeologists uncovered, because as they dug deeper, literally, they started to uncover objects from as far ago as 10,000 years to the Upper Paleolithic, the late Stone Age, when humans were first moving back into Europe as the glaciers retreated. Things like stone axes and flint knives, bone shards, and that kind of stuff. And this is the last stop here today in Kernave, and it's the brick Gothic church that you can see behind me. It's actually part of the modern town and dates from the 19th century. And there's a really clear link, I think, between the history of this town all the way back to 10,000 years ago when humans first arrived in the area. And there's quite a lot to see, even though it's not actually out where it used to be. There's a lot of stuff in the museum, which is excellently done. I just wish I was allowed to film inside. But that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Joel on the road, and I'll see you at the next World Heritage Site.